Vanilla Plus is a data pack for Minecraft Java Edition made entirely by yours truly. It includes more than 200 new items for the game, but the main point I like to get across is that it can be used on Minecraft Realms. There are so many data packs out there that are labeled as experimental, and therefore don't run on Realms. Not so with Vanilla Plus. The idea of it is to make additions and changes that you and your friends will have tons of fun using together in any multiplayer setting. This video will be linked on the project page on Modrinth, so if you have any suggestions or find any bugs, please comment them below. Let's get into everything in the data pack as of version 15.0 right now. A big part of Vanilla Plus is the expansion of customization. Elytra and writable books can now be dyed with both the original 16 colors as well as 20 all-new colors. Bundles can also be dyed with the 20 new colors, since the first 16 colors are in the game by default. Books and bundles have a classic dye variant, made to look like a normal book and the original bundle texture respectively, while with an elytra you can craft it into wings using a feather. With books, placing them in an item frame will now display them in 3D. I recommend pairing this data pack with the Armor Statues data pack on Vanilla Tweaks, as it allows you to make item frames invisible using a /trigger command. Finally, while we're speaking of /trigger, if you need to know what the dye combinations are for each color, simply type /trigger vanilla plus dyes to display their combinations in the chat. Let's move to custom tools and armor. I'll cover each gear set one by one. First is copper gear. This is all crafted with copper ingots and a crafting table. The tools are equal to iron, while the armor is overall just a little bit weaker than iron. Next is lapis gear. Unlike copper, both the armor and the tools are fully equal to iron. Resin and redstone gear come next. I'm grouping these because both sets are equal to gold. Next, the tools of quartz gear are equal to iron, while the armor is equal to chainmail. Now we're on to emerald gear. This whole set is equal to diamond gear, and just like the other gear sets before it, it is crafted with a crafting table. However, now we're on to amethyst gear and nether star gear. First, amethyst gear is crafted using a smithing table. You have to put in a piece of netherite gear and a single amethyst shard to change them into amethyst gear, which is exactly equal to netherite. As for nether star gear, this is actually an upgrade to netherite gear. It can be crafted by putting either netherite or amethyst gear in a smithing table and adding a nether star. The benefits of this set are better knockback resistance, armor toughness, and durability. Additionally, with the nether star pickaxe, you will finally be able to insta-mine deep slate when you have efficiency 5 and haste 2. Finally, there's a full set of turtle armor as well, which offers a few buffs when swimming underwater. No turtle tools though. That's all for gear, let's keep moving. This section won't take long, but there's now a new weapon type, spears. They have long reach and quick attack speed, but very low power and durability. The weakest are gold, resin, and quartz spears, which only have 50 durability, but it goes all the way up to the netherite spear with 3 attack power and 200 durability. Alright, moving on. I've added tons of new food items. Many of these are based on other games. The Whack-a-Bump and the Shroom Shake are from a personal favorite game, Super Paper Mario, while the Steak Skewer, Honey Candy, Crepe, Omelette, and more are all from Breath of the Wild. Many of these items give special effects when eaten. For example, all of the ice creams give fire resistance when eaten, and the Shroom Shake, as mentioned before, gives extra saturation. Despite the extra effects, these foods are mainly meant for variety. Some foods are crafted on a campfire as well. The smoked variants of all cooked meat are made by putting them on a campfire, and baked apples, fried eggs, and toast are all made with apples, eggs, and wheat respectively. Additionally, a different custom food item can be found in each type of village, and some smoked meat can be found in certain butcher houses and savannas. Also, enchanted diamond apples, the strongest food in the game, can be found very rarely in end city chests. For some small touches, green apples can now drop from oak trees, and they can be used in all the same recipes as normal apples. Finally, bananas can now potentially drop from jungle trees. They're just an extra way to get food if you spawn in the jungle. Let's go to the next additions. In keeping with the idea of using Vanilla Plus for multiplayer, I've added tons of hats. 35 beanies with all the different color options, 4 hats with a Santa hat style, 2 top hats with differently colored brims, and some hats based on Mario and Zelda as well. 9 Yoshi hats, which make a Yoshi noise when they're equipped, 5 Toad hats, making a Toad noise when they're equipped, and 3 Link caps, making a Rupee noise when equipped. The recipes are all unlocked when you pick up your first leather item. Alright, let's continue. There's lots of extra items that don't really fit in with any specific category, so here's those now. First are locked containers. They're mainly intended to be used in player-made dungeons or for show. They're unlocked by using either a small key or a big key, depending on which container you craft, and these keys are only found in stronghold libraries. There's a bit of a trust system when it comes to these, as they can still be broken by any player, but you need a key to legitimately open them. That's it for locked blocks, so let's move on to mushrooms. These are based on the Super Mario franchise as well. There are 4, the Mega Mushroom, the Super Mushroom, the Poison Mushroom, and the Mini Mushroom. The Super and Poison Mushrooms are rare rewards from normal vaults and trial chambers. The Super Mushroom makes you 3 blocks tall, while the Poison Mushroom makes you 1 block tall. As unique rewards from normal vaults, the Mega Mushroom and Mini Mushroom make you 5 blocks tall and 6 pixels tall respectively. The smaller mushrooms can help with building in tight spaces, while the larger ones can help you reach to higher places, but they're mainly just for fun. In my personal experience, I've made a couple hide-and-seek maps for my friends and I. The hiders use mini mushrooms while the seekers use poison mushrooms. Anyways, these next 3 items are straight out of The Legend of Zelda. First is the heart container, dropped from Ender Dragons and Withers. It permanently adds 1 heart to your max health. As of recording, they're still a work in progress, so if they aren't working, I apologize. Next are the ocarinas. Like the mushrooms, these are only found as unique items from ominous vaults. The first ocarina plays the Song of Storms, and it summons a thunderstorm that lasts for 5 minutes. Handy for if you want to get some mob heads using charged creepers. It has a cooldown of 10 minutes. The other ocarina plays the Sun Song, and immediately sets the time of day to the morning. This one has a cooldown of 20 minutes, the length of a full Minecraft day. Let's move to the last extra items, the goat horns. You may remember back in the 1.17 development cycle that they briefly added an item called the copper horn, which played different music parts of a song depending on the angle your head was pointing. I can't replicate that functionality, but I can use Audacity to combine each section into one full song. There are 10 horns made from different materials, each playing a different full song snippet. Try them out for yourself in-game to hear all the different songs, but that's it for the extra items. Time for the last section, general changes and additions. First, let's talk advancements. The balanced diet advancement, where you have to eat every food item in the game, now includes all custom food items, making it a much more daunting task than before. I've also added several advancements, some being brand new for Vanilla Plus, and some being from old versions of Minecraft. There was also one advancement I tried to replicate but couldn't quite do, so here's the new version of that. Yeah, sorry. There are a couple of creative mode features too. If you start typing /function, you'll notice that there's some functions that begin with Vanilla Plus. These functions will drop different categories of item on the ground nearby. This is for anyone who wants access to items right away for map making purposes or for other reasons. Finally, there are also some more /trigger commands that simply unlock all the recipes for these items right away. With that is everything included in Vanilla Plus. The last bit of this video will be demonstrating how and where to download the pack. Vanilla Plus is available on both Modrinth and Planet Minecraft, although Modrinth is its primary location. All changelogs and updates are posted there, and the Planet Minecraft page simply redirects you to download it from Modrinth. The site lets me package the data pack as a mod, but since it actually isn't written in code and I'm still learning Java, I can't add creative mode tabs for these or anything. Here's basically how you get the pack. When you go to Modrinth and you see this giant green download button, completely ignore it. Instead, just go to versions and click on a specific version. That will give you more options. When you click on it, you'll see the changelog, and if you scroll down, you'll see the Vanilla Plus data pack as well as the Vanilla Plus resource pack. A lot of people on Planet Minecraft have been asking where it is, and even though I put a picture there showing it, they still haven't found it, so here's how. However, if you're downloading the mod version, the resource pack gets automatically bundled into the jar file, so you won't need to download the resource pack separately if you're using the mod. I hope you consider downloading the pack if you haven't already, and I also hope that you enjoyed this breakdown of everything in the project. And be sure to check out my other projects on Planet Minecraft and Modrinth. I have an expansion for Vanilla Plus that I won't go into now. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It makes it so you can't use it on Realms. But I also have the Legend of Zelda resource pack that I started 8 years ago. And I still update it every now and then. Not very often, you can see, but when I have time I work on it, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's cool to me. So if you're interested in The Legend of Zelda, you can check that out too. All of these are for Java Edition. With that, see y'all later.